Edie Laura stepped out of the hotel with hickeys hidden under a torn shawl, only to find reporters waiting and Joanna smiling behind her. Just as her career seemed over, a familiar man pulled a suit over her shoulders and declared she was with him last night, but who was he really? The heavy lined curtains left an opening, from which the morning light shone in. Edie Laura opened her eyes slightly and could feel a throbbing pain in her head. Her body was achy and sore. She tried to sit up, but felt an arm clasping her waist. She was shocked to feel a warm body pressing tightly against her. The memory of last night came flooding back. She drank too much. She could feel her body being pressed under a man's body. She heard a low, magnetic voice saying, "Do what you were paid to do." He entered her slowly and she grabbed him by the shoulder and said, "It hurts." The man stopped suddenly and said, "Are you a virgin?" He stretched out his hand, gently moved her hair from her cheek and whispered, "You sweet little thing, how you have pleased me." She turned her head carefully and saw the side of a perfect face, with dark features, thick eyelashes and jet black eyes. "I have no idea who this man is. I must leave before he wakes up." Edie removed the man's arm from her waist, got out of bed carefully, and headed for the door as quickly and quietly as she could. Just as Edie left the room, the man in the bed opened his eyes. His eyes were sharp like a hawk. The old man, Mr. Yates, walked into the room and saluted respectfully, "Young master." The man sat on the sofa, his long legs stretched gracefully, like a king, with a cold face and dark eyes. "I should not have drugged you, nor should I have concealed that the purpose of you returning to China was to confirm your relationship with the great family. Master, punish me please. Master, that woman is not the woman I arranged for you." "Who's that woman?" asked the man. "Go and find all the information about that woman." When Edie arrived at the elevator, she noticed that her shoulders and neck were covered with hickeys. As she did not want to be recognized, she lowered her head to cover her face with her hair. "Edie." A sweet voice came from behind her. It was Joanna Bella. "Producer Lance just expressed his appreciation for you last night and you showed up in the hotel this morning." "What happened last night?" Suddenly, she pulled the shawl off Edie's neck. The hickeys on the shoulders and around the neck were more evident in the bright light. All the reporters were intrigued. "Miss Edie, did you really stay with producer Lance last night? Did you know that Lance already had a wife?" Suddenly, a warm body pulled up behind her and put a cologne-flavored suit over her shoulder. "There is no producer Lance. She was with me last night." A cold voice sounded in her ear. It was the man who she was with last night. As he walked, he said, "Mr. Bates, deal with it." Mr. Bates presented a black card to the noisy reporters. "I'm an interim spokesman for the Yates family." When the reporters heard the name Yates, they slowly put down their cameras and notes. The Yates were the most powerful and prominent family in the country. Stuart, that was the name of the man who Edie spent the night with, hugged Edie's waist as tight as he could. Edie weakly fell to his feet and passed out. When Edie woke up, she found herself in a new hotel room. He was sitting on the sofa, staring closely at her. "Who are you? What do you want with me?" she asked. "Is that your attitude towards your savior?" Stuart spoke quietly. "None of today's photos will go out and there won't be any bad reports about you. Was I not helping you by doing this?" Mr. Bates spoke up. "Well, Miss Edie, according to our investigation, you were supposed to have been sent to producer Lance's room last night. Instead, you were sent to my master's room because someone had made a mistake. My master is very sorry. So, he has decided that he will marry you and you can go get your marriage license and go to the courthouse and be wed." "What? You cannot be serious. I have no idea who this man is and you want me to marry him." Edie felt like she was going to lose her mind. "My name is Stuart. I'm the president of the LN Group." A cold voice suddenly appeared. "My family wants me to get married. I don't like it and I am not ready. If you and I stay married for 6 months, after that I will set you free. I will give you a good reward." Edie shook her head. "No, this deal is ridiculous." Suddenly, her phone rang. It was Joanna. Edie, I forgot to tell you that someone recently invited Donald and me to take part in a charity auction. I decided to donate a diamond necklace. That necklace is stunning. I heard it's called the Sea of Stars. Edie took a tight grip on her cell phone. Joanna, how dare you sell my stuff? The necklace was a keepsake left by my mother. Some people cannot protect their own things. They let them fall into others' hands. Joanna laughed loudly and hung up. Edie raised her head to look at Stuart. Are you serious about what you said before? Of course I was serious. I can promise you, Edie said calmly. I have one condition. I don't need your money, but I do need you to get a necklace back for me. It's expensive. It could be worth millions. The necklace is very meaningful to me. I must get it back. I promise, Stuart said in a low voice. Let's go. I'll drive you to get the certificate. When they arrived at the courthouse, it wasn't an issue for them to get the certificate. All they had to do is fill out the form, pay the money and get a picture taken. When she was about to sign, she hesitated. Stuart frowned slightly and said unhappily, Don't tell me you are starting to regret it now. Do you regret it? The clerk looked at them doubtfully. Miss Edie, are you getting married voluntarily? I'm willing. I will sign. As soon as she tried to step forward, Edie was held by Stuart's big hand and brought into his arms. He hugged her waist, pressed her chin. His eyes narrowed and her soft lips were stamped with his thin lips. Edie opened her eyes in disbelief. She immediately signed, took the marriage certificate, and bowed out quickly. After getting in the car, Edie asked in panic, Where are we going? Going home, he said. We are going back to our home. If we don't live together, how would my family believe that it's a real marriage? Stuart drove into his villa and stopped in the garden of one of the most luxurious, elegant and spacious vacation homes. When they entered the house, the butler Mr. Sampson welcomed them. Welcome home, Mr. and Mrs. Yates. Stuart went directly to the study on the second floor where Mr. Bates was waiting. Several directors on the board have been questioning your sexual orientation and think that you can't be the heir. Did you inform your mother about your marriage? No, keep it in secret for the time being, Stuart answered firmly. Later on in the afternoon, the doorbell rang. A professional middle-aged woman came inside. Good afternoon, Mrs. Yates. I'm Vanessa, the service manager of Galaxy and the gallery. Mr. Yates has told us to keep all clothes you have an eye on. Rows of hangers, shirts, coats, jackets, dresses, shoes, and a row of Hermes were brought in until the entire living room was filled. Edie collapsed on the sofa after they all left, realizing she should call Stuart to figure out why he did this. Meanwhile, at the Grand Imperial Club, Stuart was sitting in the middle of a presidential suite like a king. His childhood friends Todd Anderson and Jason Williams were with him. Todd, a known playboy, asked a beautiful model named Fifi to give Stuart a toast. Fifi approached Stuart, putting her hand on his shoulder and whispering in a delicate voice. Stuart pushed her away mercilessly. She fell on the ground and the wine was spilled. Get out. Is it understood? Said Stuart angrily. Jason couldn't hold back his curiosity. Do you still loathe the contact of women? Todd gave out an evil laugh. Stars, models, or anchors. Who's the girl? If you want, I can get her for you. Before Stuart could speak, his phone rang suddenly. Hey, Stuart, why did you do it? I mean the clothes. Why did you buy me so many clothes? Do you always spend your money like it is shit? What? Why? You don't like it? Stuart's lips were curled and his sharp, cold eyes were softening when he was talking on the phone. It was evident that the sound of her voice put him in a cheerful mood. Todd and Jason stood there with their mouths wide open, looking at him with puzzled eyes. Stuart, who could get as cold as an iceberg, was now so happy, gentle and patient with the person on the phone.